Hey everybody, welcome back to No Vacancy Not So Live, reporting from the show floor at the Lodging Conference. Listen, this has been a great event so far, and I found someone who's innovating right now. Jim Korroch, president of Waterwalk. How are you, man?
I'm fantastic. Great to be here.
So, what are you thinking about the vibe over here? What's your sense?
I think what I'm sensing is that people are ready for something new.
Right.
I mean, clearly there's energy and people want to develop. The developers are ready to go. And they're just interested. What else is out there from the traditional hotel?
Yeah, and I think that's something that this period that we've gone through over the last few years has really affected, right? One of the things I talked about on stage when I was doing the general session today was talking about that whole notion of trying new things. And consumers over the last few years, they saw an acceleration of trends in their lives. We're seeing it now in hospitality, and that means big changes. Now, before, in the olden days, right, DC,
right.
like literally, it was more of a situation of people are dabbling in the idea of alternative accommodations. It was bubbling below the surface. Now it's rising to the top. You folks have been involved in that, but now you're launching a kind of new approach to this market, right?
We are. Our Waterwalk, we have Generation 2 Waterwalk that's come out. And, what you can't avoid are the numbers.
Right.
The returns, the occupancy levels, the RevPAR indexes, the profitability, running high 60% type of gross operating profits.
Right.
It's just it's here, and we're excited about that.
So how do you define the difference between extended stay, which everybody has really gotten on board, then a good something like 1/3 of all new product coming out of the ground is of that type, compared to the alternative accommodation sector, which I feel you're really moving more towards?
We are, and it's a pretty simple way to explain it. We've invented unfurnished hotel rooms.
Right.
I mean, that's really what it is. We are an extended stay box, high-end extended stay box, competing with Residence Inn and Homewood on the furnished side, which we call the stay side.
Right.
But then we also have a component that runs 95% plus occupancy that's on this unfurnished side called the live side.
Right.
So literally soon, somebody will be able to go to our website, and all an unfurnished room is for that person staying 90 days or more. It's another room type.
Right.
It's just, you got something with a queen bed, king bed, and then you got something with no furniture.
You know what? I kind of equate it to the phenomenon that we've seen in hospitality, which I really love, which is like dual branded or sometimes even tri-branded hotels, right? But instead of having two different segments, you're having two different segments, right? But it's all the idea of real estate and giving people a clean, comfortable place to stay.
Right. And people on the unfurnished side are blown away that we're going to clean their room once a month, that they have 24/7 service, just like a hotel would have that type of service. So we're really excited. So
this is really moving more towards that hybrid model as well. It's live, work, play. You have a lot more amenities and services, it seems, in the announcement that I saw, that are much more about living at home kind of a feel than being in a resort or something like that.
Yeah, right on. And one of the unique things about Waterwalk is every room, so that stay side or live side, every room has a washer and dryer in it. So high end, but it's great because I know when I go stay at a Waterwalk, I like to run, and I know I'm staying there for 3 or 4 nights or a week, that I can bring one set of workout stuff and throw my stuff in the washing machine. And I don't have to go to some community washing area to do that.
People don't like me in the community washing area. Listen, I'm sorry I went in my underwear. It's all I had left. But anyway,
I get it.
Jim, but before we go, tell me a little bit about where you think this concept is going to go, what you're hoping to achieve with this new prototype.
Well, again, with the numbers speak for themselves. So we think this is going to become mainstream product here. Soon. I mean, you can't avoid the returns. You can't avoid the numbers on this thing. So it's gaining a lot of interest, and we'll see it everywhere.
Yeah, that's right. Listen, it's time for a new segment. Now that everyone is talking about extended stay, it's time for that next big thing. And in my opinion, it's these hybrid places, these alternative accommodations, whatever flavor you want to call it. It's going to be interesting. Keep following us here on No Vacancy News. Check us out at novacancynews.com. Jim, thanks so much for being here.
You're welcome.
All right, we'll see you next time. Take care.